beautiful panning view over Salt Lake City, Utah, the capital city of Utah, shining under the night sky. It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Energy Solutions Arena. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports fans. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Burke?
Well, he's really a do-it-all point guard offensively. He can shoot from the outside, penetrate, makes good decisions, whether on the drive and kick or in the pick and roll.
Yeah, I like him because of his shooting ability and his smarts. He's a guy who thinks the game. He's more athletic than you think. He has tremendous ability to shoot it off the dribble, and that makes it tough to deal with him, especially when he's involved in pick and rolls. And he does a nice job of keeping defenses off balance. The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
Now here's Burke. He dishes it to Hayward. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did, and I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
And the first one drops. Hayward hits them both.
Kind of a little interesting factoid here for Gordon Hayward. If you look at his three-point percentage, he's shot great in seasons that end in odd numbers and poorly in the even-numbered years. That goes all the way back to his days at Butler.
James, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Burke. Takes it off the glass. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one. And Clark, as I look at the stat sheet, you know, you're exactly right. For Hayward in 2013, 2011, and 2009, he shot over 40% from 3, but in 2010, he shot, Steve, 29%. In 2012, just 35% from long range.
Is that what you do, like when you're at home and you have some free time? You look at odd numbered years versus even numbered years on three-point percentages?
Yes.
Yeah, that must be fun.
I'm all over it.
Gosh.
Yeah, right.
You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
Here's Chalmers after the basket by Utah. Bosch sets the pick for Chalmers. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
Well, guys, we spoke of just how good he thinks this team can be as a defensive unit. He said that's one thing he's proud of his guys for is how they rarely get caught out of position on an assignment, saying, if you play against us, you will earn every point.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Now, here's Chalmers after the miss from Burke. LeBron gets the screen from Bosch. James, the pass to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. It's a floater, and he sinks the layup. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Burke kicks to Favors to the right side. Here is Hayward. Favors dishes to Burks. he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Burks is a shooting guard by trade, but last season, guys, he showed that he could handle the ball and run a team in a pinch. Not something you'd want him doing all the time, but it's nice to have that as a plan B or C if you need it.
And he makes the first. And Burks, very quick and very athletic, even standing 6'6". He's able to stay with most point guards defensively.
Yeah, a bit of a late bloomer physically going into college at Colorado, but excellent athleticism. And I love the defensive versatility that he provides to their team.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Well, guys, Alec Burks out of Colorado is an athletic slasher with a nice tight handle. He was taken 12th overall back in 2011, still young and developing, and I think he has tremendous upside.
Now here's Wade. Chalmers with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Here's Haslam. Buries it down low.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And for Alec Burks, it took him a while to get into the rotation with the Utah Jazz, but the injuries they dealt with provided him with an opportunity later in the season.
Well, he's always been a very athletic guard, and he showed some improvement last year on his long-range shot. I think that's been the biggest weakness for him, but if he can hit that shot consistently, it's going to be tough to keep off the floor.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He
Gosh,
sure
that was
did.
neat.
And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Here's Burke following the basket by LeBron James. Dishes to Cantor. And that one's good. Cantor's got 6.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Wade gets a screen from Haslam. Bosch passes to James. Bosch sets the pick for James. Wade outside. Inside to Bosch. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Wade can't hit. Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hayward kicks to Burke. Pass to Hayward. Now here's Cantor. Guarded closer. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And stolen by LeBron. LeBron gets the screen from Bosch. Kicks it out to James. Back to Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Wade's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Burke dishes to Burks. Feeds to Cantor. Right block shot, and Utah again with the bucket.
Well, that shot keeps them at 100% from the field this quarter.
Miami trailing. Over to the left wing. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Burke. Haslam, the pass to LeBron. Hits the three-point bomb. LeBron's got 9. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Shane Battier is checked in for Udonis Haslam. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 6 shots to fall today. Now here's Burke, defended by Chalmers. Here's Cantor. And again, it's Utah.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Burke with it, defended by Chalmers. Burke with it, kicks to Favors. Passes it to Burke. Jazz passing it around. That one goes. Count it.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too. You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Now, here's Cantor. After Dwayne Wade's miss, Cantor kicks to Burks. The pass to Hayward. With the fadeaway. Rebound by the Heat. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
To the paint, here's Wade. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, he's very strong inside, particularly as a finisher. So even if you give him a hard foul, hard contact, nothing seems to bother him. And this guy, as a result, is a good scorer.
Exactly. That's about the only way to stop him once he's making a run at the hoop.
Utah with the ball, following the score by Miami. Here's Favors, 11 feet out, and he hits it. The Heat with the lead, and Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Goes up off the inbound. Lucas against LeBron. And here is Lucas. He kicks it to Rush. Clock at 6. Allen with the rebound.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Rush off the pick from Biedrins. Williams inside. He feeds it to Rush. Here's Evans. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Evans has got his first points in this one. Here's Cole. The feed to Allen. Battier against Evans. Battier dishes to LeBron. Pass to Anderson. That's tipped. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
2 shots.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And what I like is they're really focusing on that post play down low. They're getting the ball inside, and it's paying off for them.
That's good from Rush.
Every year it seems some player has unfortunate experience of seeing their whole season gone before it even gets started. And that happened for Brandon Rush last year, who tore his ACL in just the second game of the season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Going back to Brandon Rush, hit from behind as he was in midair. And Steve, do you think more needs to be done to protect players in that particular situation?
Kevin, I think everything is already done to protect players because the clear path rules, the flagrant foul rules, everything has been done to protect the player's safety. Sometimes it's just inevitable there's going to be injuries.
Utah leading. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Cole. The big dunk at the end of the break. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
Here is Lucas after the Heat pick up 2. The dish to Biedrins. Shot clock at 6. Rush gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet? Talking about Chris Anderson, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
The first free throw is good. And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of hangs out on the weak side and finishes plays by catching and dunking.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, really a promising young roster for the Utah Jazz team, guys. A lot of blue chip talent there. I think in a couple of years, this team has a chance to be one of the best in the West. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Great D that time from Biedrins. And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times in the last 30 seasons. Steve, that is a remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Deron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
Now here's Lucas after the miss from Anderson. Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Battier outside. Off target with his 3. Here's Rush. No good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
They've got Biedrins. Williams is out there with Jeremy Evans. And it's Rush. And it's Lucas in at the 1. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. For the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Biedrins. Hayward comes in for Jeremy Evans. And Alec Burks subbed in for Brandon Rush. Clock at 4. Here's Cole. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Cole's got it all tied up now for the Heat. Here is Lucas. dishes it to Hayward. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Wade. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it, he's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
And both free throws good for Wade.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
And for the Heat, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Rebound, Utah. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, when you look at the Heat finding the right pieces to build a championship, Shane Battier has been one of those important pieces. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "From a basketball IQ standpoint, Shane was a perfect match for LeBron. I've never coached 2 players with such high-level basketball IQ." And gentlemen, the Heat have been able to find all the right pieces to build a championship, and Shane Battier has been one of those important pieces.
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. Burke gets the screen from Cantor. Burke, the pass to Burks. And Cantor throws it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Hayward kicks to Burke. Goes up from the top of the key. Kept alive. Here's Cantor. And it's blocked by Bosh. That's good. Favors has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Wade outside. Dishes to Chalmers. Knocks it loose and stolen by Burke. Unhindered, going all the way, and Cantor throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
You know, Enes Kanter, the 3rd overall pick back in 2011, the Jazz have high hopes for him. You know, last season, it seemed as though he started to turn the corner. And oftentimes with big guys, you've got to give them a little more time. What you like about him is he's able to score with his back to the basket. He's got good footwork in the post. And his outside shot is starting to come around as well. Keep an eye on this kid. I think he's going to be a major force in a couple of seasons.
And Cantor improved his scoring last season, but he's just not a scorer.
Yeah, he's a physical rebounder, and he's shown flashes of being a good defender as well. But if he's going to score, it's going to come mostly on putbacks and kind of garbage buckets on drop-offs from his teammates.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told them that he wanted them to run their offense through Wade. Their offense will be more effective, Coach said, if they get him more involved. And knowing what he brings to the table, that usually holds true. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Allen with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. A drive by Wade, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
Burke dishes to Burks. Pass to Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Excellent D from Wade. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the 4th time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
The reverse and the rejection by Favors. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
12 seconds on the shot.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 7-point differential. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Cantor. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Chalmers passes to Haslam. Feeds to Wade. From 12 feet out, and it's blocked by Burks. Moves back up. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Just 2 to shoot, but they'll get another chance. Allen outside. Bosch sets the pick for Chalmers. Kicks it to Bosch. Now here's Chalmers. Covered by Burke. They shoot again. Miami no good on that time either.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And that one's good by Favors.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Timeout called, the Heat.
While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt.
James checked in for Miami. The Heat trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot. But, Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
Here's Bosch. The rebound by the Jazz. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Burks' shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Wade dishes to Bosh. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Burke gets the screen from Burks. Burke, the pass to Favors. The dive for the ball. Lets it go from 14. LeBron outside. Bosh sets the pick for LeBron. Passes it to Bosh. Can't hit from in close.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Burks' shot is good.
It looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
The Heat trail by 14. James outside. Back to Chalmers. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Burke. Lays it in off the breakaway. Burke's got 6.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game. Like, it's a deflating play for your morale.
Burks can't get it to go.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's tightly guarded. James with the bucket. 13 points in the game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Burke kicks to Hayward. The pass to Favors. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wade. Rebounded by the Jazz. Favors got 6 rebounds now in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
For the 3. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Burks. And it's 9 points for Trey Burke.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Now, here's Chalmers. Guarded by Burke. Bosh dishes to LeBron. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Burke. Here's Hayward. And the basket good. Hayward's got 6.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
There's the feed to Chalmers. Inside to Bosh. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. The dish now to Rush. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Battier. The Heat trail by 18. And for Bosh playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
On the wing, Williams shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. And for the Heat, they're shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Rush. Anderson gets the screen from Cole. 4 on the clock, and he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Chris Bosh.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Biedrins a screen. Here's Lucas. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Cole's shot is good. Cole's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Now here's Lucas. He's covered closely. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
John Lucas. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lucas. And Miami making a change here. Both free throws good from Lucas. 9 seconds left in the first half. The drive by James. Here's Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Jazz out in front, up by 15. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, do you think the defense will be the focus for the second half?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops, and when we get opportunities to get out of transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports. I hope your week is off to a good start on this Monday. The Jazz making it look so easy. The difference in free throw percentage completely in their favor, and that's been the key to their success. And Enes Kanter with a huge impact. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. For the Heat, they haven't had the same luck. Turnovers, something this team always struggles with, and it's been a problem again. And LeBron is absolutely dominating. After 2, he's got 15 points, and so far, he's done a great job playing lockdown D. And that'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Second half is just around the corner. Thanks so much for stopping by.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
Pretty much all throughout that first half, he was just taking care of business down low. In fact, he had several dunks.
Well, Steve, there's been no defensive effort or resistance down low when he gets the ball in scoring position. That's why he's making it look so easy.
On the floor for Miami. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Haslam and Bosh up front. And it's Chalmers in at the point.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Now here's Burke, defended by Chalmers. Burke, the pass to Favors. Shot from 6. And yes, sir, that one drops. Favors has got 10 points.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Now here's Chalmers, covered by Burke. Fires from 18. Misses off the left iron.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, head coach Eric Spoelstra of the Miami Heat finally getting the respect he deserves now with their multiple championships. But his players, not afraid to rib him a little. Dwayne Wade said Spoelstra's favorite word, focus. He said, here's what it sounds like to play for my coach. Come on, guys, we have to focus. Next game. Come on, guys, it's about focus. Game 82. Guys, it's about focus. Kevin, it's all about that consistent message, right?
A steady hand, Doris. The players seem to really appreciate it. LeBron kicks to Haslem. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wade dishes to Chalmers. And that one's good. Chalmers has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, something that makes him hard to defend is his ability to receive a pass and get off an accurate shot in one quick, fluid motion. So you better beware of where he is on the floor at all times.
One of the premier catch-and-shoot guys in the league, Steve. There's no question about it.
Burke, the pass to Favors. Burke kicks to Cantor. And the shot is good. Cantor's got 21 in the game.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Timeout called, the Heat.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Tyrone Corbin was going over with his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Utah calls timeout. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Trying to find Haslem and gets it to him. Back to Wade. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
There you go. This is the time to get aggressive. Get to the basket, draw fouls, stop the clock, try to complete a comeback.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. And Wade, no good on that one.
D-Wade playing well. 16 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Bosch sets the pick for James. Favors with the rebound.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Now here's Burke. T right on him. He kicks to Cantor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the latest weight loss story for a big man is Enes Kanter. After his rookie season, he decided it would be best to slim down and add some speed to his game. And the word is he shed almost 50 pounds before the start of last year.
He misses the free throw. You talk about the weight loss for Kanter, even slimming down 50 pounds. Clark, he still comes in over 240 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot of LBs, but it's packed differently now, and he's got a huge frame for such a young player. Physically imposing, dislocated his shoulder late last season and underwent surgery, so we'll see how the rehab goes with that. But You know, I think he's built to bang and to last and to have an impact.
And he's good on the second. The Heat trail by 16. James gets the screen from Bosch. Chalmers with it. Now defended by Burke. James dishes to Wade. Back to LeBron. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A steal. Hayward with the ball. Working on James. Blocked. Allen outside. With a step back. That one a little long. Utah leading by 16. Now Hayward. 8 points for him. Burke kicks to Burks. He feeds it to Burke. And Allen with the block. Now here's Chalmers. Covered by Hayward. Chalmers with it. Haslam a screen. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. That's 10 points for Chris Bosch.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Haslam the pass to Allen. He dishes it to James. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Now here's Cantor. He's covered by Bosch. Haslam against Favors. Fades. And that one hits back iron.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defenders, but the touch was poor.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And it's the Heat with the ball, trailing by 13. LeBron drives in. Count that one. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Burke kicks to Evans. Pass to Williams. And there's the 3-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. The Heat trail by 11. James outside. Here's Anderson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Deep 2 from Rush. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Battier with a screen on Lucas. Cole dishes to Allen. Pass to Cole. Allen fires. They grab their own miss. Anderson feeds it to Battier. Kicks it out to James. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. Here's Allen. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gets it down to single digits. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
Rush gets the bucket. Here's James, 25 points in the game. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. James has got 12 points in just the second half. Here is Lucas. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
And Anderson gets it to go.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Lucas off a pick from Evans. With some arc, rejected by Battier, but they'll get another chance. And folks, what an outstanding array of talent we've got here. Just look at the list for all-time career scoring average. Jordan and Chamberlain and LeBron.
And of course, those guys were much more than just scorers, Kevin. They were winners, champions. But you know, as you work your way up that list, no question, that is elite company.
Well, and Jeremy Evans, the 2012 Slam Dunk champ, he may have come up short in the Slam Dunk contest last year, but boy, did he put on the show. Dunked over a work of art that depicted him dunking. Very meta.
LeBron kicks to Anderson, and it's blocked by Beatrice. Here's Rush. He's covered by Anderson. This is to Rush. The Jazz with another miss. And Jeremy Evans, 6'9", only about 200 pounds, but he is a high riser.
Yeah, great finisher around the rim. And tell you what, he's light, and maybe that helps him get so high off the floor. But it's fun to watch him in the open court. What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Kicks it to Rush for the 3. And he gets it to go. Rush has got 9.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible. Wow. This is exactly what they need to do right now. Attack the basket, and hey, if you get fouled, I mean, you get the opportunity to shoot free throws.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Jazz leading by 10. And here's Lucas. He has 5. Good. He's got 7.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
LeBron is screen on Lucas. Here's Cole, and it's blocked. They recover it, and he gets it to go. Now here's Lucas. He has 7. 1:04 left in the third. Lucas off a pick from Evans. And the Jazz, another 3.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Cole, the pass to Anderson. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
To the paint, here's Rush. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. 26 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Allen. Defense right on him. And it's sent back by Rush. Williams against Battier. Lucas inside. Shot's good. Lucas has got 12 in the game.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Jazz lead by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Now Burke. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Williams is out there with Favors, and it's Burke in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Out to Favors. 6 to shoot. Hayward with the ball. Working on James. Hayward can't hit. The Heat trail by 15. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Hayward. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Burke's off a pick from Burke. Burke's with it. Now defended by Chalmers. Burke dishes to Favors. Here is Hayward, covered by LeBron. And the rejection by LeBron. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Burke, the pass to Burks. Here's Favors. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
From the high post. Here's Haslem. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Burke's off a pick from Burke. Burks dishes to Burke. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Trey Burke, the National College Player of the Year at Michigan last season. He led the Wolverines in points, assists, steals, and blocks even. And, of course, led them all the way to the NCAA championship game. He's basically a winner. That's what he is.
That free throw good from Burke. And Burke declaring for the draft, Clark, after his sophomore season in Michigan.
Yeah, he was driven to be an outstanding player coming out of high school. A little under the radar as a high school player, but had a laser focus on developing and maximizing his ability. Spent 5 to 6 hours a day in the gym over the summers, and you've seen the fruit of that work.
Both free throws good from Burke.
And what you like with Trey Burke, he really can do it all at the point guard position. Pass, shoot, he's very poised, under control, and a good leader as well.
Bosch kicks to LeBron. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And back to Burke at 6'1", not elite size or great athleticism, Clark, for the point guard position, some say.
But he makes up for that lack of size and athleticism with smarts and a desire to get better and a really excellent shooting stroke. So I think when you look at Burke, he's a guy that's going to continue to get better.
Both free throws good for LeBron.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Now here's Burks. Wade is covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cantor's got 26.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Wade outside. Here's Haslam. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
Here's LeBron. Can't connect from short range.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Favors passes to Cantor. Burks dishes to Cantor. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Heat ball.
And so here is Miami. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Wash kicks to LeBron. Wade on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Burks.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Hayward passes to Burke, the 8-footer. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from James. Utah has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Burks dishes to Burke. Passes it to Cantor. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Chalmers. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball, and he dunks it down.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for them.
And Utah has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Burke kicks to Favors. And there's the pass to Cantor. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Cantor's got 9 points here in the second half. The Heat trail by 8. Chalmers with it. LeBron James on the wing. Wade outside. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Burks.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
It's stolen by Haslam. The drive by James. The feed to Bosh. Back to James. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Chalmers passes to LeBron. Six on the shot clock. Here's Haslam. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Haslam's got 4 points now in the quarter. Jazz leading by 6. The dish to Burks. Now here's Cantor. He's covered by Bosch. Pass to Burke. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Burke dishes to Cantor. Now here's Burks. Defense right on him. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, making sure, Steve, everyone is in the right spot.
Exactly. And the way he keeps all 5 guys on the court working in perfect harmony is, I think, part of what makes him so valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect understanding of the system at both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal, too.
He kicks to Chalmers. Wade outside. Clock at 6. Goes back up, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, you always hear about how loud this Jazz crowd is at home, and trust me, it is loud. They are a big part of why the Jazz have been so tough at home for so long, but the personnel of the Jazz has had something to do with that as well.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tyrone Corbin was giving to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And as you said, the Jazz very tough at home as always, Clark, and 30 wins for them in this building last season, which usually, Steve, is enough to get you into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's an amazing stat. 30 home wins and you don't get in. It just shows you how difficult and how tough the Western Conference was.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Hayward kicks to Burks. He feeds it to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Burke with it. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. Launches a 3, and Utah another 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Wade. James outside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Burke kicks to Favors. Baseline try. Can't get it to go. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Chalmers off the pick from Haslem. Fires the 3. Burks pulls it in.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
7 seconds.
Here's Cantor. 5 on the clock. Burke, the pass to Favors.
Well, after that good first half, things have not gone his way here in the second.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. That's fine. fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach does not think they're utilizing him as much as they should be and reminded the team that his role needs to be constantly a big one. He also told them they've got the green light to play some risky, reckless defense, saying, quote, we can unsettle them if we start to get wild out there. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. Fades and shoots. Here's Bosch. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Bosch has got 4 points this quarter.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Jazz leading by 5. And here's Burks. He dishes it to Burke. Pass to Hayward. Some solid defense from Bosch. The Heat trail by 5. Wade dishes to Chalmers. Feeds it to Bosch. And he banks in the layup. Bosch has got 9 points now in just the second half. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
Yeah, he simply said, sit down and keep quiet with that one.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing coming out of these fans now.
Utah calls timeout. They lead by 3. 1:11 left in the game. Left to play here in the fourth. Burke kicks to Hayward. Dishes to Cantor. Miami grabs the miss. LeBron passes to Haslam. Buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Hayward kicks to Burks. It falls!
Oh, Nelly.
Listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
And the Heat call time here. They're losing by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They do have enough time here. They shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. Let's see if they try that.
Yeah, you know, I think the key thing probably what the coach wants to see is a good shot. It's important to convert right here.
James up top. He's guarded by Hayward. Here's Haslam and Favors with the block. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Burks. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Miami foul call. Mario Chalmers. That's his 2nd personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Alec Burks. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they're drawing up the only thing they can here. Just get off a quick one and then go ahead and foul.
I think free throws are going to be front and center the rest of the way here.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. LeBron drives in, and it's off the back rim. No good. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
At the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Here comes Chalmers. Kicks to James. Releases. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Utah calls timeout. They're up by 2. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's his 4th personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for your Jazz, Gordon Hayward. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. This would tie it. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Derek, first off, congratulations on a very well-played game. It looked like you were